What's happening, guys? So today I'm doing a show very much focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we want to obviously see the next couple of months. Are we going to continue this massive rally? We have Bitcoin over $70,000. We have Ethereum close to $4,000. And the question is, are we going to just go straight into price discovery before a pullback? Or are we going to pull back first and then start to rally up? So I want to spend this very much on the big daddy coins. And the reason why I want to do this is because the market's going to follow Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So if these coins are looking good and they're looking strong, we now know we're one step closer to a alt season. But I want to show you guys very much of how to take advantage of Bitcoin and Ethereum in the show in specific. So it's going to be a big one. The last one, and I'm going to be speaking also again about options today. The last one that I gave you guys in a video 2-3 weeks ago on Ethereum, we went long. And it cost us $200. We went long on Ethereum at $3,500. And now we can see I'm 73% up on the actual Ethereum trade, yet Ethereum only went up 20%. So I'm going to show you guys the power of options and how to use them for the next major move. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm upgrading myself, that knowing that leverage may not be here much longer. I'm looking at the next tools that I need to evolve in. Remember, crypto is evolving every day. So I need to evolve to what's next. And this is one that's not going to go away. Options is not going to go away. And I think it's going to be very powerful for you guys. So it's a nice big show for you guys. Again, you can never go down on knowledge. Like, this is the time for you to really take all these tools and use them to your advantage. If you are a more conservative trader, I would say that this is a very strong strategy for you guys. Again, I'm also going to give you guys the trades. No more wasting time. Alrighty, guys, hope you're having a fantastic day. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you are brand new and you are seeing me first. I'm Sheldon the Sniper. I've been here 3 years. I was a carpenter a couple of years ago, and crypto blessed me. Crypto gave me an opportunity to change my whole journey. And then I managed to meet Rand and obviously start off with Banter. So I'm here to teach everything that I'm learning. I'm here to inspire you that you can do it. And I'm here to try simplify things as much as possible, keep you level-headed, and know that you are in the best space in the world. It just might play with your emotions a lot. So my goal there is to balance it down and to get you neutral. You want to trade like a machine, right? That's the whole goal. The moment you start to get a control of that, everything changes. And this can be a journey where you can use this tool at any moment in your life. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So guys, let's start off over here quickly. So I want to update on the Deribit trade. I gave a trade on Ethereum a couple, I think it was 2-3 weeks ago on this over here. And the platform that I'm using is Deribit, guys. Now, Deribit, sponsors of the show, guys I've been using for a while. The only platform that I'm actually using for options at the moment. And they do have spot and futures trading as well, just to let you guys know there as well. So if you do want to open up a Deribit account, we have really good promo links below where you get all the different benefits. Plus, we are giving away a Apple Vision Pro. And there's a couple things. So let's see here quickly. So your first trade, first win. So you get the first 50 traders will win 50 USDC each, and the second 100 traders will win 25 USDC each by using my link below. So it's money, right? Money is money at the moment, and you can obviously turn that a lot into the bull market. And we'll choose one lucky winner to win an Apple Vision Pro. So that's what you get if you open up the account. Again, for me, I want to show you stuff that I'm using. I want to show you stuff that I think is really good. And this is the platform over here. So, and by the way, Rand did do a really good tutorial on the whole platform. If you want to find out and see exactly how to do it, we do have that stuff available on the channel for you guys. So let's jump straight in over here and let's quickly look at the market. So we have ETH sitting close to 4,000. We got Bitcoin sitting, around $72,000, $73,000. And we had a critical stage, right? We had a stage where another massive move's going to come. Now, Ethereum has recently broken a very important zone, which was the $3,500 zone. And it has now opened doors to the possibility of going back to all-time highs. So what we want to do is we want to prepare for either move, either the downside move, because remember, the quicker we move up, and I want to show you guys this. If you look at the original trend on Ethereum over here, you can see I took this low, and that's the original momentum. So what that means is we are pulling away from the momentum line, okay? And at some time, we will come back and retrace it to this point over here, which may be, at these areas of 3,200. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the quicker we start to move up, be aware that there is wicks, there is the pullbacks, there is the times where they're going to trap a lot of latecomers that come into the market. So there is a possibility of maybe downside if you are looking at being slightly bearish for the short period of time. Okay. And then I have a crazy target of $7,000 if we decide to smash through resistance and just continue to go in a straight line. And obviously we know that this market can do so. So here's Ethereum in the 2021 bull markets. The moment it finally got through the highs, which is around $1,300, we saw Ethereum go all the way to $4,000 in a very short period of time of up to 3 to 6 months. So we may go in the straight line, and then maybe you see this little red candle here that comes down quick just to shake out the market. That one can play out too. So I want to show you this over here, and then I'm going to show you in the Deribit platform of how to actually do this. Now, guys, we are having a opposite of a rising wedge, but we basically have it where it's going from thin to big. So it means the volatility on this token is increasing. You could see it. So every time we get to the top of the range, there is the quick wicks down. So if we don't get past this 4,000, there may be a short-term retracement down to $3,600. Okay, so that would be to take advantage, to make money over here to the downside, and then from there, obviously, crazy long for the all-time highs. Okay, and then there's also the bullish scenario where if we really break this 4,100, it's very likely we're going up to the areas of $4,800. Now that we have our analysis, now you have the choice of either going long or short. Okay, now options, guys, you have an option to have a call or a put. Now, call means the market, you think it's going to go up. So what they do is you'll pay a certain fee to someone and you'll have the power of Ethereum with that certain fee. So you'll pay $200 for an option, let's say, right? And it's a call. You'll pay the $200, and that's the most you can lose from the trade, is that $200. Now, if price goes up, you make money on the entire Ethereum, which is incredible, okay? And if it goes down, it just means no one wants to buy your option, so you're very likely not going to sell your option, and you'll probably lose the $200. So what it does is it calculates my risk. If I already know, the thing is with leverage and stuff is you don't know, right? You don't know how much you're going to lose. If you put a stop here, it says 200, but it takes 400. Like, this is where things start to get quite confusing. With this, you already know your risk up front. And the moment you can start accepting risk before you take a trade and you're cool with it, is the moment everything changes for you. It gets so much more calm. You write it off, okay? But the upside is if Ethereum goes to $5,000, that's $1,000 up from $4,000, right? You make $1,000, but yet you're only putting $200. That's 5xing your money, right? This is a big thing. And what you can also do is you can buy multiple options as well. And then what you also have is something called the put. Now, the put is if you think price is going to go down. So what you can actually do is you can temporarily short it. So same thing. You can buy an option of a put at $4,000 now. Okay, and you'll pay $300. We'll see the prices now. I'll show you guys. Then if it goes down in that time, whatever that amount is, you will make. And anything above your $300 is what you'll make profit. So if it goes down to 3,200, you'll make $800 on your $300. What you also have now is time frames. So yes, you can buy the option, but for a specific amount of time. So you got to choose the time. Some will say the end of March. Some will say later on in the year. So you can even take trades for the end of this year. So if you think Bitcoin is going to 100,000, you can start buying options now. And again, you'll make the money on the entire Bitcoin or the Ethereum when we get there. So you understand, very powerful. Now let's go and actually execute and see this in place. So what I'm going to do on this current trade over here, let's just see where it's at. Okay, so this was the previous one that I took to show you guys how strong this really is. I ended up getting, I think it was 0.05 ETH that I paid. It's around $200. And now this is up 72% in that time. Yet again, Ethereum only went up 20%. So let me show you here. So what you want to do is you want to go to options over here. Then you got Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's only on Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I'm going to show you this on ETH over here. Now, if you go down, this is all the prices that you can pay options for. Now, guys, obviously cheaper. You're buying Ethereum for very cheap. So the price is going to be quite expensive. So it's $2,600 to buy this at $1,400. Okay. And what you're also doing is you're adding the amounts. So if you're $1,900, you're buying ETH for, plus the 2,100, basically equivalent to 4,000, the exact price that we're sort of at right now. Okay. So you're basically longing right now. Again, and then that's what you'll be risking. But for me, I don't buy cheap. I buy where we're at the moment and on breakout levels. So if you see, Ethereum start to break $4,100, you can buy that option. Okay. So you can buy that option over here, which is $4,100. If you look at the left of it over here, let's start with the bullish scenario. We think it's going to go to $4,800. Okay. It's going to cost you $189 to $194 now to buy that option. So if you click on this over here, you can click on it. And then what it'll do, there's a little order list over here. Okay, so you can just click on the nearest one over here at the price that you want to pay. If you want to do a limit order, no problem. I usually choose the price that we want, and you can also choose the amount of them. So if you want to buy multiple calls or puts, you can actually do that. So now what it basically means, if I buy this over here and I click the buy, I'm currently in the trade, so I'm not going to do it right over here now. I'm holding my one. I got the better entry. But if you look at this now, $4,100 plus $189. So your entry is actually $4,300. So it's a little bit higher than where we are now. Okay, but remember, you're only paying $190 for the whole power of the ETH. So if ETH does go to $5,000 or $4,800, now you'll end up making $500 to $700 on the trade, yet you only put in $189. So this for me is a great, leverage is cool, spot's cool, long-term is cool, but this is great on the side as well. This is a great way to hedge and to have multiple players within the markets. As we can see, the volatility is incredibly strong. So that's where you would buy and how you would buy that one. And that's probably the trade I'd be looking at. You can even pay a little bit more, which is $210 for 4,050. And if you want, you can go long right now, which would be the areas of $235. But basically, they'll average you out between 4,200, 4,300. If you're bullish. Then what you have is the bearish side. And if I wanted to be bearish now, I would say we would go back down to around 3,500 to 3,400 as a pullback. And a nice little shakeout at any moment. By the way, guys, I just want to remind you over here, go to the top and you got to choose the time frames. So I'm speaking at the end of March. I'm speaking the next 2 weeks. This is the play that I'm looking at. The market's either going to accelerate fast or we are going to have the pullback. I'm seeing the big move happen in the next 2 weeks. But you can also go later on in the year. If you want to put a prediction for 27th of December, you can go look at those option prices. And I'll give you guys a quick example here. And you'll see the ones that are available. Okay, so let's just see a little bit closer to where we are. There we go. So you'll pay around $1,000 now for these sort of areas over here. But again, if we go to $6,000, $7,000, you're paying $1,000, but you're making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and that's the insane thing. So you can decide on the different, and it's same if you're bearish as well. You can decide long or short. Remember, calls is long, puts is shorts. Now let's go back over here. Okay, so let's say I'm bearish now. Now what I can do is I can go buy a put over here for $200. And what that basically means is if I buy this over here for $240, I'll minus it from the $4,000. Let's say I go short now, $4,000, which means my entry price of my short is around about $3,750. So if we do go down to $3,000 or $3,200, I'll end up making $400 to $500 on the trade. So obviously the longs will make you more, because there's so much growth, it can never stop, right? And the shorts, it's quite calculated. You can only drop that much. But this is a great way that $200 is what you're risking. At the end of the day, you can make $500 or $800 on the actual put over here. So it's a great way for you guys to start getting used to this. It's calculated risk, but it's incredible on that. So again, I'll give my analysis on ETH. I'm either calling 5,000 the next 2 to 3 weeks, or I'm calling the areas of 3,300 to 3,400 on the way down. So you can make a decision on what you're looking at over there. And again, if you want to do higher time frame analysis for the rest of the year, I think it's incredible. And I also want to show you guys this as well. If we go back to Deribit here, you also got the Bitcoin options. So I prefer the Ethereum ones because they're a lot cheaper, but you do have the Bitcoin ones as well. So I'll go over here and show you the prices. So this is if you want to play with a little bit more and things like that. If you wanted to go long on Bitcoin right now, it will cost you around $4,000. $4,000 that you'll add to that. But again, you make money on the entire Bitcoin if it goes in your favor. So remember to always add the amount that you're paying to the price where you're buying it at. And that will give you an average entry on the long or the short. So guys, again, from me, this is very much on Bitcoin sort of focused. Let's actually speak about Bitcoin for a sec. I didn't speak too much about Bitcoin. So let's go here on Bitcoin. So my 2 plays here is I have 2 areas. We're either going to come back to $65,000, okay, as a short-term play that I think in the next 2 weeks, or we're going to go to 85,000. So it's the same thing. You can look at the price tags. That's my analysis. So if you want to go short, this is the areas that I'd look at. Maybe even slightly lower to around 60,000 as a nice little retracement would make sense. And obviously, if we break this wedge over here, this uprising wedge that we're forming, if we break that, that'll be a great time for a call up to the $85,000 sort of area. So you can go see the prices. So guys, this is Deribit, this is options. This is another strategy for you guys that I would say you need to master, you need to have in your bag. The more tools that you have, the better. Remember, we're having incredible deals with Deribit as well. So we do have the special again, Apple Vision Pro, and you share a pool of $8,000 USDC. So if you use my link now, you open your first trade, $50, and it's the first 50 traders. 100 traders will get 25 USDC each, and one lucky one will get an Apple Vision Pro. So guys, have a fantastic day. Oh, and go follow Deribit on Twitter. The link will be below in the description. And they also have incredible stuff as well if you want to learn more about options. And there's so many more strategies. So many. Guys, have a fantastic day. And I just hope you make a lot of money. Much love. How do I end my show? That one.